Hey, I saw you were boosting pets.
Give me that egg and I'll boost it to a mega diamond unicorn.
Really? No way.
Of course! Ha 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 ha! XOXOXO! XOXO!
You're so kind. Where's my diamond unicorn?
Oh, it's mine now.
No, it's not.
Ha ha nana! Smirks cutely.
Oh, man. Now, if you saw that video, you would think I've just been scammed. However, I haven't. That was an example of how live streamers on TikTok are scamming their fans, followers, and viewers. And if you have fallen for this scam before, do not blame yourself. These live streamers are making their content so perfect that you really think that you're gonna get the boosted pet that they promised you. I'm here today, however, to show you how to no longer fall for any scams or hacks in 2026. I will be giving you examples and breakdowns on how these scams and hacks work, as well as going over some other ones that I cannot unfortunately replicate, seeing as how advanced these scams and hacks have become since 2019. I would also like to clarify that the first clip was a jokey skit and I was not being scammed. I gave that person that diamond egg to pretend to scam me, seeing as they wanted it so bad in a trade, and I said, I'll give it to you for free if you pretend to do this, and he agreed. It was a free egg after all. I would also like to thank my friend XMushroomKing, who helped me come up with more ideas for this video. Now, all that is out the way, let's get into the first of the scams. So I'm going to be breaking this video down into scams, hacks, and live streams. So the first scam we have here is trust trading. Trust trading is probably one of the oldest scams in Adopt Me and not that common anymore, so I don't think people will be falling for it. But even so, be wary. Even your closest friends could scam you like this. See, you give me a pet and I'll give you a legendary in return, but they won't, and they could scam you and leave and block you. Do not trust anyone with your pets unless you are 100% certain that they won't scam you. The next scam we'll be discussing is the aging up scam. Players will say they will age up your pets for free or for another pet, but most times out of 10 they could leave with your pet. You might fall for this and think, wow, someone is being so kind. They could even do it on a live. I mean, I have actually aged up people's pets for pets before, but like that was mostly Jess, who is my best friend, and I have met her IRL now. Love you, Jess. So yeah, I gave them the zombie wolf and they are going to leave. By the way, guys, this is my ult. This isn't actually someone scamming me. It's just me on my phone. The next one we'll be covering is the duplicator checker. Players will try scare you by saying that your pet is duplicated and that you need to give it to them so they can check, or else you might get banned from Adopt Me. They will do this to try and trick you into giving them your pet. Don't fall for this. The only one who can do this is Adopt Me, and usually if pets have been duplicated, one of the duplicated pets will be untradeable, not for you, but probably from the person that has been hacked. I know this because my friend was hacked and her pets are still untradeable to this day because the original pets have been traded on from the hacker to different innocent players who have probably traded fairly for that pet, so as to not punish them, instead your hacked pets will be untradeable. On a similar note, there are scammers who say they will duplicate your pets. Again, this is another old one and I don't believe it to be true. And if people really are duplicating pets, it's probably from a script and those pets will eventually disappear from your inventory and you could risk being banned. But most times the person who said they would duplicate your pet will just leave and scam you. The next scam to look out for is the good old swapperoo. There have been so many videos and still people are almost falling for it or still falling for it. They will ask you to offer for their pet and then they will add lots of toys and they might ask you to do the same. They will usually put the really valuable thing in the last trading square. Now watch closely as I add toys. So I will add a toy. See, neon harp still there. I will add another toy. Look how fast they can swap it. Just watch. See? Normal harp seal. That's how fast they can trick it. And just like that, you could lose out on so much value. It could have been a mega crow, could have been a neon crow, they could have swapped for a normal crow, could have been any high tier, any valuable pet at all. And at the end of the day, you are the one that unfortunately got tricked. So yes, please look very closely at the trades. If you have a gut feeling something is off, please just decline the trade, as you will be left with much less value than what you anticipated for. The next scam is cross-trading. There are always popular Roblox games that also have tradable items. For example, Murder Mystery 2, Royal High, Grow a Garden, Steal a Brain Rot, all the big popular ones that have tradable items. I said Diana Tycoon because obviously I'm not going to use a real game. Often the item they're offering is really good for your pet and you think you're getting a great deal. And often people can go live and do this. People can have proofs in their profile that are usually fake, or they can have video proof. Even if they have however many proofs, don't go first, or just don't cross trade whatsoever. It's outside of Adopt Me's rules. It's outside of Roblox's rules. If it's your friend in real life, maybe, but even so, just be extremely wary of cross trading. This next one, I think a lot of players have fallen for, but I just don't think it works anymore, as Adopt Me has added a feature that helps you look out for this type of scam. They will ask you to get a trusted connection, friend, cousin, family member, a little sister. They will ask them to go into a separate room from you so that the two of you can't really know what you're trading, and they will ask you to trade a pet to your friend, cousin, sister, brother, whatever. And then they will instead create an account based off of that person's username, and then they will steal your pet. However, you can now tell this is a scam because if you don't have somebody friended, then that won't be that little smiley face in the corner. On to the next one, which is where they will say they will add more after the trade. So they'll ask to offer for your pet, they'll add all of their things, and then they will say, well, the slots are full, but I have more. I have a frost dragon. I have this on my account, but I forgot to add it. And then you'll be like, okay, well, I'll just do the trade after. But then they usually won't, and you'll end up missing out on a lot of value. And this can, however, go both ways, where they ask you to go first when you put more pets in the first trade with them putting nothing, and then in the second trade they will add the pet that you want as well as the first few pets you put in the first trade. It's just something to look out for. Plus, Adopt Me has now given us 18 pet slots, which should be more than enough in my opinion. The next scam involves two players. One player will have a really high value pet and they will say trading for really rare item, such as the glass scooter. The second player will then say trading really rare item for an overpay. However, for some reason, these two don't want to trade each other. So then you will think, wow, if I get this, I'm going to get that Arctic reindeer. So you will overpay for it. You will overpay for that seemingly really rare, high value item. But then when you look back, that player is gone and now you're just stuck with a really useless item, in my opinion. Here is another scam to look out for if you do commissions. Someone could commission a piece of artwork or a house for you to build, but then suddenly, once you've built that house and message them that you've built that house, they will block you on everything. And then you will be like, oh man, now I have this house that nobody really wants because it was commissioned specifically for that person. And then you will get a message from that alt account, but you won't know that it's that alt account. And they will give you a lower offer, but because nobody wants this house or piece of artwork, you will accept it. And that's how they scam you. You think you're getting something really amazing for your hard-earned piece of work, and in return, you actually just have to deal with an underpay. It is a very common scam. Do not do this if you think that person is affiliated with the person who commissioned you in the first place. Another scam is when people straight up lie to you and try to value manipulate you. They will have an item that you've probably never seen before and they'll say, this is really rare. It's worth this much. However, it's not on any value site because that's how rare it is. And then they'll ask you to offer for it. So you'll offer for it thinking, wow, this maybe is really rare. I've never heard of this before. And then they'll ask you to add and they'll keep insisting on how valuable it is. But at the end of the day, you just overpaid for something that isn't even that rare to begin with. This next one we're looking at is actually a hack. And again, a lot of people have been falling for it because it offers free pets. It says, hi, I give my fans in my community free pets. Check my profile for proof. There you go. Wham bam. There's your proof. And it's obviously they just trade it to their alt accounts or something. So they'll ask you to search up their YouTube and they'll say, I have my YouTube in my profile. Go look it up right now and tell me how many subscribers I'll have. You tell them how many subscribers they have. They probably have around 2,000 because they buy these channels or there's bots following them. And because of that, they look legit to you. Then they tell you to click the link in their bio and it leads you to a fake Roblox site where you have to log in and then they'll ask you how many players they have in your group. Now, I've never gotten past this point before because I've never dared to log in to see how many people they have in their group. So I don't know if they actually give these players free pets and then later hack into their account and steal them back, or if they just disconnect all of a sudden. I'm not really sure. I've never gotten that far into being scammed before, so you guys will have to let me know down in the comments. Now, I am going to talk about more of the hacks. Unfortunately, I can't really replicate the hacks because how the hell are you supposed to replicate a hack? Anyway, so a lot of people on social media usually spam in TikTok comment sections about Adopt Me and they'll be like, I'm quitting, who wants 3 pets? And everyone will go, me. And the thing is, they'll have a fake Roblox link in their profile and they say, click the link. So obviously it takes you to a fake website. And when you log into supposedly Roblox, it steals your information and lets the owner of the website know that. Sorry, there's a pheasant outside. Yes, I live in the middle of nowhere and there are pheasants. Stupid pheasant. Shut up. Anyway, so then they'll steal your information, log into your account, steal all your things, and most times they will try get you banned. So then you can't appeal this and they won't face any trouble for what they've done. There can be multiple variants of this scam. I've seen fake live streams, people fake live streams where they give away pets and then they interact with people in the comments and they go, oh, click the link in my bio to find my username. And they'll like purposely hide their username, or their username will actually be different to the one they're supposedly saying it is. And you won't be able to find that one on Roblox because it'll be on the fake Roblox website. So yeah, I've seen that a lot and people get drawn into that. Whenever I see those lives, there's usually like 100 viewers because they're just straight up giving pets away and everyone thinks it's real. It looks real. Sometimes it might actually be real and it might be a fake Adopt Me version, or it could be someone using a script to get whatever Adopt Me pets they want and then giving it away for free, even though those pets will eventually disappear from your inventory. The email scam, that is also widespread on social media at the moment. So basically they say put this email in your Roblox account, and then because of that they can reset your password and go in game and steal all of your items. However, I think this is well known now, and they usually like have the videos and it'll say like, this Adopt Me admin gave me this many pets. If you want this also, put this email in your Roblox page. However, it just means that they can get into your Roblox account and they'll probably reset the password and take over your account and you won't get it back again. Another hack I've seen recently is that artists will want to draw somebody's Adopt Me profile picture or something, and they'll add them on Discord and they'll try make them scan a QR code or click a link and it will steal all your Roblox information and you'll get hacked. I think there's a popular Adopt Me YouTuber. Let me go see if I can find her name. So I'm not sure if it actually is scan a QR code, but even so, if someone randomly tells you to scan a Roblox QR code, don't do it. You might get hacked. But she had to send a file, and that also contained all of her Roblox information and her password, and that's how her Adopt Me got hacked. So yeah, sending files, QR codes, whatever, these could all be hacks. They're getting more and more advanced, guys, let's face it. Let's move on to another one. So another one is using scripts. This might not technically be labeled as hacks. However, there's a script that can freeze the trade. So it looks like you're offering for their pet, but really that pet is not there. And for some reason it disappears. I don't know exactly how this works, but it's called like freeze trading or something. So basically you put in the pets that you want to offer for their pet for, and then they'll accept, but somehow they'll manage to swap it out so that there's actually nothing there, but for you it looks like that. That might be a script to make the pet only like temporary or something, so that it disappears, doesn't save you inventory afterwards. But apparently Adopt Me is working really hard to fix these kind of things, and also for the scripts that where people can give themselves pets or duplicate pets, they're working really hard to get rid of those as well. I'd also like to really quickly go over live streaming scams and hacks, because there are so many out there and people are so willing to trust these people. Even though you can only hear their voice, you can't see their face, you don't know who they are, you don't actually know if they're trustworthy, but people are so quick to trust people on lives for some reason. Boosting pets, that was the intro of the video, that is gotten really popular recently and a lot of people have been falling for it. They can make it so believable in a way, like it actually looks like the person is getting the accepted boosted pet, but it could also be a script that makes that pet disappear afterwards. I really don't know how they managed to make it look so convincing, because it looks like it's real. Like, I can see why people are falling for it. However, it's just so sad because so many people are like, I got scammed by this booster, I got scammed by this, and it's just turning so dangerous. So if you're ever on a live stream and the creator is spinning the wheel, boosting pets, giving free pets away to fans, probably don't fall for it. Like, just don't trust live creators at all. Even I am a live creator and I will never ask you to trust trade me your pets or anything, okay? Another scam or hack is people stealing like live creators or any Adopt Me creators username and saying, look, it's me, give me free pets, seeing as you're a fan of me in your profile. Most people might not fall for it, but if it's a smaller creator and like you actually believe it's them, you could fall for this, so also be wary. Another thing is usually people on lives will do these scams in private servers, so the live streamer can actually kick somebody out of their private server. So instead of giving you your pets back, they'll actually kick you out the server and they'll be like, oh, she left, or oh, they left, or something like that. The manipulation, the lies that these people can tell is genuinely insane. If you don't want to trust anyone, don't trust anyone. Just be really careful, guys, okay? Another scam that creators could do is basically what my entire channel is about. I have maybe 6 videos all on turning my fans' inventory into their dream inventory. However, usually when I do this, I have to ask the fan for some pets first, so they actually have to trust me. And I know that sounds so scammy, but like, I've done it twice now. I'm probably gonna do it a third time at some point. However, people could take this idea and turn it into a scam. Like, literally, you could just be like, oh yeah, I have subscribers. You saw that video by Diana Does Stuff where she turns her friend's inventory into their dream inventory? Yeah, I could do that for you too. Give me your pets and I'll turn them into your dream pets. Like, that could so easily be turned into a scam, so yeah. Yeah, that's my message for this video, is basically, you can't trust anybody. Scammers, hackers, content creators. They're all just lying to you, in a way. I know that's dramatic. I'll make another video on it at some point. Anyway, one more for the road. Playing spin. This scam is spinning the wheel. again, by live content creators. I talked about it earlier. They'll just say spinning the wheel, I have proofs in my profile, I can do it on live, I'll do it on live, I'll prove I can do it. They'll usually ask for a pet that's a certain value so that they know they're getting good value out of you. That is your first red flag. Dip. If they were really spinning the wheel, they would take your trash pet and spin it anyway. I have rarely seen a single one of these actually not be a scam. Like, if anyone's spinning a wheel, stay away, guys. Well, I guess there are other ways you could get your pets back. Adobe has been trying really hard recently to give back hacked players' pets back. Like, my best friend, she got hacked. She got her pets back. Oops. Looks like she accidentally accepted. Now I have a new giraffe and I have my sugar glider back. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it taught you a few more maybe scams or hacks that you didn't know about that you will not be falling for anymore. I really hope that I did manage to educate some of you guys. Also, if you managed to make it through this video, congratulations. You must now like and subscribe. Love ya. Bye, guys.